today's class is concept of alligation and mixtures. In most of the book of mathematics you find this topic. This topic is generally discussed after the concept of average, because it is not a concept, it is simply a shortcut method to solve your question of weighted average. Before going of this method, first I want to discuss a statement, try to answer it, and after that we also learn to know how to use the concept of alligation mixture on this method. It is given that average age of boys in a class is 20 years. Further, average age of girls is 25 years. If average age of the whole class is 22 years, we have to find out what is the ratio of boys is to girls. What is the ratio of number of boys is to number of girls. But the statement is average age of the boys 20 years, average age of the girls 25 years, and average age of the class is 22 years. Based on that, we have to find out what is the ratio of boys is to girls. This is a question of weighted average. How we can go for it? Suppose number of boys are equal to x and number of girls are equal to y. So we can say boys are x, average is 20, total age of the boys will be 20x and total age of the girls will be 25y, and total students of the classes are x plus y and average of the class is 22. After solving this, we have to find the ratio of x ratio y. We will cross multiply. Now we solve this equation. After cross multiplying, we get 20x plus 25y equals to 22x plus 22y, right? And here I can say 2x equals to 3y, or x upon y, the ratio is 3 upon 2. What our answer is, we can say the ratio of boys is to girls, that is said to be 3:2. So this method of solving this question is known as weighted average. We may have one more statement, then we try to apply this alligation mixture. One more question of the similar nature. A person went to market and he buys two varieties of sugar. He buys two varieties of sugar. The first variety cost rupees 5 per kg and the second variety cost rupees 7 per kg. He mixes both and average cost is rupees 6.5 per kg. But the question is, a person went to market, he buys two varieties of sugar. The first variety costs rupees 5 per kg, second variety costs rupees 7 per kg. He mixes both and he finds that average cost is rupees 6.5 per kg. Now the question is, in what ratio he mixed both? The question is, in what ratio he mixed both? When we try to answer this question by such way, we can say he buys x kg of the first and y kg of the second. Then it is given to us cost for first is 5x plus 7y upon x plus y equal to 6.5. Now after cross multiplying, we can say 5x plus 7y equal to 6.5x plus 6.5y. From there I can say 1.5x equal to 0.5y or x upon y is equal to 0.5 upon 1.5. My answer is 1:3. That becomes my answer. Right? We can say that he mixes both in the ratio of 1:3. Now we try to understand how to apply alligation mixture in these type of statements. What is this method alligation mixtures? Here we mix two quantities on same unit. Suppose boys and girls, their average age is there. Boy is 20 and girl is 25. And average age of the class is 22. It means when you mix both, you get your average age to be 22. Here I will put this value 22. Right? So this is the average age, or I can say this is the mean value, and these are the values that we are going to mix. It may be either in the terms of average age, or it may be either in the terms of the price. Now we have to find mixing ratio. Here key point is we have to find mixing ratio. Mixing ratio means in what ratio he mixed both. For answering this, what we can do, subtract it slightly. 25 minus 22, I will get 3. This number is between 20 and 25, means it is greater than 20, then it must be less than 25. So first I will subtract 25 minus 22, I will get 3. Then I will subtract 22 minus 20, I will get 2. So this 3:2 is the ratio they are mixing, or we can say this is the ratio of boys to girls. Pay attention here. Here I have put the age of the boys, here I have put age of the girl, average age of the girl. It means whatever ratio I find here in the last, that is the ratio of mixing of boys and girls. Similarly, this question can also be answered by this technique. What is given to us? You mix two varieties of sugar. The cost of first is ₹5. It means ₹5. The cost of second is ₹7. He mixes both and he finds that average cost is 6.5. Now after that, we apply the same concept. 7 minus 6.5, 0.5, and when I subtract this, I get 1.5. And my ratio is 1:3. So this is the ratio of the mixing of two varieties of sugar. This is the first variety and this is the second variety. We can say our final answer is said to be 1:3. I hope the idea is clear. By this discussion we can say that alligation mixture is nothing but it is a shortcut method to solve the questions which are based on the concept of averages. Now what is the key point in this? What point we have to remember here? What we are doing? Here we get ratio of mixing. Here we get ratio of mixing, means in what ratio he mixed both. This is your mean value. You can take it as mean value, or we can take it as average price or average age. And these two have been mixed. Now there are a number of variants can be in this type of questions. Suppose it is given that a man mixes 80 kg of first variety sugar costing ₹7 with another variety of sugar costing ₹12. Right? Then it is given that after mixing average cost per kg is ₹10. After mixing we find average cost per kg is ₹10. So we have to find out how much sugar of second variety he mixed. How much sugar of second variety he mixed. Now when we answer this question, how we can go for it? The cost price is ₹7. The cost price of second is ₹12. After mixing, he is getting the average price to be 10, right? So I can find the ratio of mixing. This value would be 2 and this value is equal to 3. So we can say ratio of the mixing is 2:3. Now in this question it is given that he mixes 80 kg of the first. It means this value is equal to 80. What we can say? 2 is equal to 80. It means 3 will be equal to 120. So our answer is said to be he mixes 120 kg of the second variety. Pay attention here what we have done. It is given that the cost is 7, here cost is 12. When he mixes both, we are getting that average cost is rupees 10, right? Now we have to find out how much variety of the second he should mix. What we can say, if I put here 10, 12 minus 10 is 2 and 10 minus 7 is 3. It means the mixing ratio is 2:3. When mixing ratio is 2:3, so I can say if this is 80, it becomes equal to 120. So our answer is 120 kg of the second variety he mixed. In these type of questions, one thing you have to take care of, whatever the value you take, whatever the parameter or base you take, that must be same. For example, average price, or we can say cost of first variety is rupees 20. Average cost of second variety is rupees 35. He sold the mixture at rupees 40 at a profit percent of 33.1/3%. We have to find out in what ratio he mixed both. We have to find out in what ratio he mixed both, right? So when I have to answer this question, what I can say, first variety is 20, second variety is 35, this is the cost, this is the cost. But here this is the selling price. When I look at this question, here we have the cost price, here we have the cost price, but at this place rupees 40, this is the selling price. So first of all we have to convert this into the cost price. Only then we can apply the concept of allocation mixture. So what I can say here, I can simply take it as if SP is 40, profit percent is 33.33%, I have to find the CP. So we can say 40 into 100 upon 100 plus 33.33%, and after solving this I get my value to be rupees 30. So I can say the cost price is rupees 30. Now we apply this allocation 20, put here 35, put here 30. Apply it, this would be 5, this would be 10. So we can say ratio of the mixing will be 1:2. The next point that we have to understand here, whenever we mix in such a way, we have to take care that if this is cost price, this is cost price, then after mixing both, if this is selling price, we have to convert into the cost price, right? How we can make it into the cost price? Rupees 40 is the selling price, profit percent is 33.1/3%. So I can find the CP, that is rupees 30, and put here 30, and after applying the allocation we can say the ratio of the mixing is 1:2. I hope the idea is clear. Now after this we try to solve some more type of questions. The second type of question is the next type. It is given that we have two solutions of milk and water. The first solution contains 60% milk. Second solution contains 95% milk. We have two mixtures of milk and water. The first mixture contains 60% milk and the second mixture contains 95% milk. He mixes both mixtures. And found that now the percentage of milk in the final mixture is 70%. Question is, in what ratio he mixed both? In what ratio he mixed both? Pay attention here what I have stated to you. contains 60% milk, second contains 95% milk. He mixed both, and after mixing both he found that percentage of milk is 70%. The question is in what ratio he mixed both. What we can say here, in these type of questions you have two approaches. The first one is either you can go with x and y that we have already done. Suppose if I say the first contains total x liter and the second contains total y liter, right? In the first case I can say it contains 60% milk. It means the milk is 0.6 into x, right? And the second contains 95% milk. So I can say in this milk is 0.95 y. Similarly, this is the milk. When we consider the water, so here if 0.6 is milk, the water would be 0.4x. In this water is 0.05 y, and we have 70% the total, means 70 is milk and water is 30, or we can say this is 7/3. Now after cross multiplying we can find the ratio of x ratio y. So this is the general method by which we try to answer these questions, but these questions could easily be solved by applying of alligation mixture. So what is the rule here? In the alligation mixture, one thing we have to take care of, here we have milk, here we have milk, in this we have milk. So I will take percentage of milk in the first is 60%, percentage of milk in the second is 95%, and when we mix both, percentage of milk is 70%, right? This is our mean value or average value. We have to find the ratio in which he mixed both. Subtract this, you get this as 25. Subtract this, you get this as 10. So here I can say the ratio is 25:10, or answer is said to be 5:2. That becomes the answer. What is the statement? How we have completed this? This contains 60% milk, this contains 95% milk. In the mixture we have 70% milk, so I can take it as 60, 95 and 70. Just solve it. Ratio is 5:2. The same question may be answered when we consider the percentage of the water. For example, the first contains 60% milk. It means water is 40%. Second contains 95% milk. It means water is 5%. He mixes both, and in the mixture percentage of milk is 70%. It means water is 30%. Now apply the alligation. This will be 25, this will be 10, and my ratio will be same, that is 5:2. This is the ratio of mixing. I hope you got the idea. Means when we consider this question in the terms of percentage, here we have percentage of milk, here we have percentage of milk. In the mixture there is a need to take the percentage of milk, that is 70%. So we take it as 60, 95 and 70. Just multiply in such a way, take this as 5:2. So we can say the ratio of mixing is 5:2. I hope the point is clear. Similarly, the question may also be given in the terms of ratio. How? Suppose you have two mixtures of milk and water. The first mixture contains milk and water in the ratio of 4:1. The second mixture contains milk and water in the ratio of 1:2. The first contains milk and water in the ratio of 4:1. The second contains milk and water in the ratio of 1:2. The question is, in what ratio he mixed both? Statement is, in what ratio he mixed both so that now milk and water ratio becomes 2:1. Question is, in what ratio he mixed both so that the resultant milk and water ratio becomes 2:1, right? So if I have to answer this question, if you want to apply alligation mixture, what we will do? We put the milk as a fraction. Suppose this contains milk and water in the ratio 4:1, so I can say milk as a fraction becomes 4/5. Here milk and water ratio is 1:2, so I can say milk as a fraction becomes 1/3. Similarly here in the mixture, milk and water becomes 2:1, so I can say in average it becomes 2/3. Now I will apply alligation. By looking at this statement I can say this is greater than this and smaller than this. So I have to subtract 2/3 minus 1/3, I will get 1/3, and here if I subtract, so this would be 4/5 minus 2/3, LCM will be 15, so I can say 12 minus 10, 2/15, or else I can say 1/3 ratio 2/15, LCM is 15, so I can say 5:2. This is the ratio of mixing. Means we can say if these two mixtures are mixed in the ratio of 5:2, in that case we can say the resultant solution contains milk and water in the ratio of 2:1. Pay attention here what we have done. Suppose you have two mixtures, first milk and water, second milk and water, right? We have to mix both, and in the mixture we have milk ratio water is 2:1. If we have to answer this statement, how we can answer it? Take here milk as a fraction of total 4/5. Take here milk as a fraction of total 1/3. When we mix both, we get it as 2/3, right? Now we have to subtract in such a way, so we get it as 1/3, and 4/5 minus 2/3, that is 2/15. So when we solve it, we get our final answer to be 5:2. That becomes our answer. The same question can also be solved if you take the fraction of water. So for example, here milk ratio water is 4:1. I can also take the fraction as the water, that is 1/5. Similarly here 2/3, and in the mixture the fraction of the water is 1/3. Now if I subtract here, so I get it as 1/3, and here when I subtract, so I get it as 2/15, or finally I can say our ratio is 5:2. That is the ratio of the mixing. Our answer is the same. I hope the idea is clear, right? So means what we can say, either we are mixing two things, their values are given, their percentage may be given, but that must be of the same. Like earlier question we have stated that percentage of milk is given, first contains 40%, second contains 70%, means we have to take the same percentage at the both places. At the average place we also have to take the same. Similarly, when we take it in the terms of the fraction, either we are taking as a fraction of the milk or we take as a fraction of the water. The same thing we have to take the same at both places. This 4/5, 1/3, right? That is the fraction of the milk. When we take it as a fraction of the water, so we take it as 1/3 and 2/3 and apply the process, we get our answer. In the next slide, these are the general questions which are based on the concept of ratio and proportion, and as well as we can talk about alligation. For example, two solutions are given. First contains milk and water in ratio 3:2. Second contains milk and water in the ratio 5:3. Right? Question is, if he mixes both in equal quantity. If he mixes both in equal quantity, we have to find what is the ratio of milk and water in the mixture. Means if he mixes both in equal quantity, means here the ratio of mixing is given. One thing you have to note here that in a statement where we have to find the ratio of mixing, we apply alligation mixture, right? But where the ratio of mixing is given, in those questions generally we solve with our general approach of ratio. For example, here it is given that he mixes both in equal quantity. It means the same quantity we have to take of the first mixture, same quantity we have to take of the second mixture, right? For answering these questions, either we can assume this is 1 liter, this is 1 liter, or for making our calculation simpler, 3 plus 2 is 5, 5 plus 3 is 8. We take as LCM of 5 and 8, and LCM of 5 and 8 is 40, so I can say 40 liter is taken of the first and 40 liter is taken of the second, right? Because it is easy for us to divide the 40 in the ratio 3:2 as well as 40 in 5:3. So when I divide this 40 in 3:2, LCM would be 5. It would be milk is 24 and water is 16 in the first. Similarly in the second, that is 5:3, 8. Milk will be 25 and water is 8, 5. Milk would be 25 and water is 15. Now the question is, you have to mix both. When we have to mix both, milk is added in the milk, total milk is 49 and total water is 31. So our answer is said to be 49:31. That becomes our answer. Just look at the question what we have done. In this question, it is given that two ratios are given of milk and water of two mixtures. He mixes both in equal quantity. It means if 1 liter is taken of this and 1 liter is taken of this, we have to add the milk and water in the water. For doing this question simple, we assume a term which is a multiple of 5 and 8. Why? Because it is very easy for us to divide the 40 in the ratio 3:2 as well as 40 in 5:3, right? So here I can divide 40 in 3:2, 24 and 16, 25 and 15, I add both, 49, I add both, 31, or finally I can say the ratio is said to be 49:31. The same question may be asked in such a way. We have 3 solutions. First, second and third. Third contains 1:3. We have 3 solutions. The 3 solution contains milk and water. First contains in the ratio 3:2. Second contains 5:3. Third contains 1:3. It is given that he mixes them in ratio of 5:3:2. He mixes the 3 solutions in ratio of 5:3:2 and mixes them in the ratio of 5:3:2. We have to find out what is the ratio of milk and water in the mixture. Right? Now when I will answer this statement, what I can say, suppose this is 5 liters, this is 3 liter and this is 2 liter, right? Now I have to mix all the 3. I will take the milk in the first one, that would be 3. Milk in the second one, 3 into 5/8, and milk in the third one, 2 into 1/4. That is the total milk. Similarly, I will take the water. Water in the first one, this is 2. Water in the second one, 3 into 3/8. Similarly, water in the third one, 2 into 3/4. Right? Now what I can say, this would be taken as 3 plus 15/8 plus 1/2. Here I can say 2 plus 9/8 plus 3/2. Take the LCM to be 8, 24 plus 15 plus 4. This would be 16 plus 9 plus 12. Here I can say 24 plus 4, 28 plus 15, 43. And here 28 plus 9, 37. So I can say the ratio of milk and water becomes 43:37. That becomes the answer. Right? Now after this, we have one more point in this. This is the concept of removal and replacement. The next point that we have to consider, concept of removal and replacement. You have 90 liters, right? 9 liter, you have 90 liter solution of milk. Means it contains total 90 liter milk. It is given that 9 liter of solution is removed and replaced by water. Out of the 90 liter, we have taken 9 liter out of it, right? After taking the 9 liter, the same is replaced by water. The process is repeated for 3 times. the process is repeated for 3 times. We have to find out what will be the quantity of milk at the end. Means first we have 90 liter of milk, 9 liter is taken out, then same is replaced by water, then again we have taken 9 liter out of the mixture of milk and water, again it is replaced by water, means totally it is done for 3 times, and finally we have to find out what is the quantity of milk in the end. Now if I have to answer this statement, the one approach is, that is your general approach. I take initially milk and water. Initially we have milk 90 liter, 9 liter is removed, milk is 81, same is replaced by water, water becomes 9. So after first step we can say it contains 81 milk and 9 water. Then second step, we have taken 9 liter out of here. Now here when I take 9 liter, it means now the ratio of milk and water is 9:1. Whatever 9 I take, out of that milk goes out 9 into 9 by 10. It means 81 by 10. And when I take the water, that is 9 into 1 by 10, that is 9 by 10. That I have to subtract. I will get the milk, I will get the water. And the process repeated for 3 times. Right? With that we can answer it. But that process is very big. So how we can go for these type of questions? We know that out of the 90 liter of milk, every time we are adding water, it means no milk has been added. Every time we are adding water, that means no milk has been added. We have only removed milk out of the mixture. Total is 90 and we are taking every time 9 liter, it means we are taking 10% of the mixture. When we take 9 liter every time, it means we are taking 10% of mixture every time. When we take 10% of the mixture, it means 90% is left. When we take 10% of the mixture, it means 90% is left. Okay? When 90% is left, that means in the first instance, when I do this step for single time, so I am left with 90 into 90 by 100. If I do it for second time, into 90 by 100. If I do it for third time, into 90 upon 100. Means it depends on how many times we are going to repeat the process. Now we can easily solve it. That will give me 6561, right? And that will be taken as 65.61 liter. That is after 3 such processes. Finally, milk that we are left in this solution would be 65.61 liter. What we have done, take the total solution 90. We have taken 9 liter out of this, it means 10% of this has been taken. When we take out 10% of the solution, it means we are being left with 90%. 90%, again we have taken 9 liter out of it, that means we are being left with 90%. Again we have taken 10% out of it, it means we are being left with 90%. Now we multiply all these numbers and finally we get it as 65.61 liter, it is our answer. In last, we have one more application of alligation mixture in the one standard question of the concept of simple interest. We have a standard question on the concept of simple interest. How we can solve it? Suppose a person has rupees 20,000. He had divided the money between two persons A and B. To A, he had given at a rate of 10% per annum. To B, he had given at a rate of 15% per annum. At the end of 2 years, total simple interest received from both persons is rupees 4,800. What is given to you? A man has rupees 20,000 with him. To A, he had given at 10%. To B, he had given 15%. At the end of the 2 years, total simple interest received is rupees 4,800. We have to find out how much money he had given to A and how much money he had given to B. and how much money he had given to B. Right? Now when we look at this statement, what we can do, although this question can be done with the help of the simple interest, but here we try to apply the allegation mixture. How we can apply? First person rate of interest is 10%, second person rate of interest is 15%. Okay? After that, total simple interest 20,000 he has given for 2 years, 4,800. When I find the average rate of interest, how we can go for finding the average rate of interest? Interest is 4,800, principal is 20,000, timing is 2 years, rate is R% upon 100. I have to find the value of R. How we can find it? 2 zeros will be cancelled out, right? And 2 zeros will be cancelled out. R is said to be 12%. Now I will put this 12 here because that is the average value, or I can say this is the mean value. Means if total 20,000 rupees had been given to a single person, in that case we get our rate of interest to be 12%. Now what I can say here now, 12 minus 15, 3, 12 minus 10, 2. Here my ratio is 3:2, means money has to be divided in 3:2. We can divide this 20,000 in 3:2. This is of share of A and this is for share of B. So we can take it as 20,000 into 3 by 5. That value would be 20,000 into 3 upon 5. This value would be 12,000 and this will be 8,000. That becomes your answer. I explained this question when I explained the concept of the simple interest. There I told you one shortcut method for this statement is use of allegation mixture. How we have applied this? Here it is 10%, this is 15%. Average rate of interest is 12%. We just apply in such a way and we got it as 3:2, right? Now we divide this whole 20,000 in 3:2. We get it as 12,000 and 8,000. That becomes our answer. I hope the point is clear. This is the whole concept of allegations and mixtures. After understanding of the whole concept, one thing we can say, this is not a method, it is a shortcut method that is generally used in solving the problems related to weighted average or some special cases of problems. Thank you very much.